Well, there we go. For whatever reason, was having technical difficulties getting into the chat. It just would not work. Let me make sure. I mean, getting into the stream. It's having trouble getting into the stream. As you can tell, I have cut my hair. I had a little incident this week. Decided to go ahead and cut my hair. I had a full head of hair on Saturdays. Well, I forget the name of it. On the Saturday morning stretch on Saturday morning. So hello, everyone. Welcome to the Thursday is the new Monday hangout on a Tuesday. This is now 2 weeks in a row we've done this. I apologize, and completely on me. And I should have announced it on the Saturday morning stream, knowing full well that I was going to work an extra day. Normally, I am off for Friday nights and Saturday nights. Last Friday, when I got home, I completely crashed out. When I woke up, I saw that I had a missed call, and it was work. I should have avoided it, but I called back and found out that they wanted me to work Saturday night. I accepted. I didn't know I was going to be by myself Saturday night, but it turned out that I was, and it was a rough night, and it just threw my whole schedule off. Hold on, Neil. Steven Spencer in the chat. Hey, man, what's up, buddy? Why is it not letting me? There we go. Well, now it's taking you off. All right, there we go. So, Steven, fantastic. Good to see you here. I hope you're having a good week. Hope you're having a better week than me. Not that I'm having a bad week by any stretch of the imagination. It has been a good week. I've just been tired. I did not get enough sleep because of the change in my schedule. Working overnights, I was talking to a friend of mine, well, not a friend of mine. I was talking to a coworker, and I said, people don't understand that with overnight schedule, if you interrupt our routine even just a little bit, whether it's that day I have to do something for a little bit longer than I normally would go to sleep, it's going to affect me the rest of the week. And because I had to work on my day off, sure enough, it messed me up. And so Monday, I wanted to stream. I even put it in at the last minute, and I apologize to everybody. Wellbore called me out on it. That I couldn't do it. I couldn't keep my eyes open. I was just exhausted. So, and then I've thought about doing it Tuesday, but I didn't want to announce it. If I was going to go Tuesday, if I was going to go live Tuesday, it was just going to be unannounced. So, Thursday, the new Monday on a Tuesday, yes, because normally we do a hangout, the Monday hangout, and then it becomes the Monday hangout on a Tuesday, and so Thursday is the new Monday on a Tuesday. So, yeah. Well, Board, good to see you. Hope you're having a fantastic week. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Bottom tier collector with the hacksaw Jim Duggan. I hope you're watching this stream with a 2x4. I managed to watch all of your WrestleMania 6 video. I think I put a quick comment in it. I need to go do an overall. Hold on, I'm not sure I like this. Let me move this a little bit. I didn't put a comment, just kind of speaking of the overall review. I had some thoughts as you were going through matches. I kind of want to comment on each one. But at the time I was at work, I had a free moment, and you were talking about the Rockers versus the Oriental Express match. And it triggered in my head that go check out the 1991 Royal Rumble. They have a rematch, and it's considered one of the best Royal Rumble matches, at least up to that point for sure. UK. Who stole my beard? I like this look. I just don't like this. It's not a scar. It kind of looks like a scar on the screen, but as you can see, it's two wrinkle marks, and that's just from being a depressed kid and never smiling, just making that kind of face, always being down on myself. And when your mom or your parents or someone tells you don't make that face, your face will stay like that, it's actually true. Your face will stay like that. And so and I think I spoke about this before, Lady Prime says I sleep real angry. So I've got a permanent indention right here where my eyebrows, my face bunches up. So Just it's the getting older thing. Just getting old. I'm 42 now, and man, I just saw a meme on Instagram that said that Shane McMahon was 53, and he is now the same age as that Vince was in '98 when he was feuding with Stone Cold the first time around. So, um, yeah, but I prefer this look to going with the beard. I will always do the beard just because of out of laziness to let it grow out. One day I want the actual hanging beard. That'd be pretty cool. But this is my preferred look. It's just like I said. I usually keep the facial hair to hide that little. Like I said, it looks like a scar, but it's not. Let me check the chat before we get into whatever we're gonna do today. I'm not sure. I feel that scheduling conflict life with my WrestleMania series. Man, I know I know how that goes. You want to do so much, and it's like you got to pace yourself. But if you pace yourself too much, well, then you're releasing a video that you want it to be a weekly series every 2 weeks or something like that. So, well, Bor, I can attest. I can relate to this comment so much. Day off, so it's busier than a work day. Do you got honeydews? Do you just got things that you needed to catch up on yourself? But I know how that goes. I actually because I've started my 3-day weekend now because I worked Saturday. They gave me Thursday night off, so now I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday night off. I have a feeling they're going to ask me to work this Saturday, but we'll see. And I may actually go in this Saturday so that I can push next weekend to a 3-day weekend because Ollie gets off of school every first Friday of the month. I actually accepted the schedule change because I was thinking that he would be off tomorrow from school. And I don't know. Like I said, I had just woken up when I agreed to work and I was off by a week. And so I was thinking I would have a 3-day weekend with Ollie, and I don't. But yeah, I know how it is when the days off are busier than the work days. I'm still without a laptop. Lady Prime is still using it at work. She's still doing some studying. Yeah, let me know. Let me know what you think. From what I remember, yeah, it was a really, really good match, and it shows off the tag team's athleticism a lot more. They may the Oriental Express may be different, or Oriental Express at that point may be different because there's a point where Pat Tanaka is still with the team, but the other guy is switched out, and it'll be a guy in a mask. I can't remember if at WrestleMania 6 it was a guy in a mask, but apparently that is Paul Diamond under the mask, one of Shawn Michaels' longtime wrestling associates. So we were to hang out sometime for sure. Yeah, man, I think so too. I think so too. A lot of times people will not guess that I'm 42. I'll get I'm still in my 20s, which, man, huge ego boost. But I've gotten into the 30s now. So what I don't like, and I'll do this, and I feel like I've got some extra chin. So laziness is the only reason I grow my beard too. Hey, for sure. I can, it beats having to shave every day. I worked a job before the one I'm at now where you had to be clean shaven every single day. And it was annoying because my face can be sensitive at times. And yeah, it would tear me up. Kenneth Bird in the chat. Welcome. Hope you're having a great day. Neil collects, I have a valley on my forehead as well. So you can relate. I think it's just like I'm starting to find out where I'm going to have those wrinkles as I approach the olden years, the golden years. I haven't clean shaven since I first started. I read that so wrong, and I'm glad I didn't say it. I haven't clean shaven since I first started dating my wife. I did it to show her my face and to be funny. I thought it was funny, but she was so awkward about it. It's you get used to seeing someone, and when they make that change, it's funny. My stepdad always been a facial hair guy. If even if he didn't have the beard, he would have a mustache, and he went clean shaven one time and unrecognizable. It was crazy. Yeah, honeydew lust is never done. Oh man, it's so tough. I kept confusing Pat Tanaka with Tanaka and wondering where the body tats were. 22 Comics. How am I supposed to plan my? I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. It's just work getting in the way, and so I'm hoping that I can be on a regular schedule now. And what I'm thinking I should do is just make Thursday the permanent day, because Thursday is my work week Friday, and so if I don't get enough sleep even beforehand, it doesn't affect me for the rest of the week. Whereas if Monday I don't get enough sleep, it kind of builds on to the next day. But we'll see. I'll make that announcement uh, in the near future if I decide to go that route. For now, though, I'm going to still try to keep the Monday. It's just Ollie got sick last week, and then this week the work schedule change kicked my butt for sure. Yo, fanboy, how come no more butt dials? Okay, so you may have seen the title in the stream. It's the Thursday is the new Monday Hangout on a Tuesday, part 2 of that Instagram button. And I know I've done this to Bottom Tier Collector a time or two, where I will accidentally hit the video chat button, and I'll call the video call button on Instagram. I cannot stand that button. And so I am part of 2 different groups on Instagram. What was it? I think it was Brian's 900 subscriber giveaway. Brian's 900 subscriber giveaway a few months back, maybe even in January, and he put a group of us together, to kind of coordinate when we were going to get together to appear on that live stream. And we, I think Trev, the shipping guru, named that group the Homies. Well, cut to, I'm the guy that always butt dials, even though it's not a butt dial, but I've done it multiple times. It's so embarrassing. I do it. Durs, Collecting with Durs, says I do it at least once a month. Cut to, now I'm now part of a second Instagram chat group because I did join Brian LCS's. I became a member of his channel, a supporter. Just, Brian's done a lot for me and for my channel. So I figured, sending him $5 a month is the least I could do, especially since I've been buying a bunch of live, what are they called? The super chats. I've been buying super chats. I was like, you know what? Let me limit the super chats and just become a full-on member and support him that way. And I know he says he uses the money that collected from the membership to turn around and to put into the channel. And like I said, he's been such a help to my channel. Why not go and help him? Cut to Monday morning. I think it was Monday. Driving home, looking at my phone like I shouldn't. And the family chat, that's what they call that one. They call it the family. And I accidentally hit the video chat button, and it's painful because I try to hang up as soon as possible. But even if you back out of that call, you haven't hung up, you haven't ended the call. No lie, I hit that button about 6 times that morning. Completely embarrassing. Like, and I was even calling myself out for it. And when I went to go put the phone down, like I hit it again. Like, I don't know why. Like, I'm thinking I back out of my phone, black screen, I'm fine. Then I'll hear that noise that you're making a call. And so, yeah. So then I was fine. I got home, got Ollie, got him to school. So, because most of these things happen when I'm driving, when I shouldn't be looking at my phone. And so I messaged the guy that said, hey, guys, I'm home. I dropped Ollie at school. You guys won't hear any more calls from me. Nama made a joke. A comic book worm made a joke. He said if I was going to go ahead and make dials, if I was going to go ahead and make some butt dials, please make a butt dial when I'm in my bedroom. And so as I didn't respond right away to that one, and I think he got a little scared that he offended me. I thought it was hilarious. And I said, oh, yeah, okay. So no more calls. Cut to, I'm driving Lady Prime to work, and I hit it one more time. I swear that was the 7th time that day I hit it. And I hate that button. So I'm officially not answering. I'm not looking at those messages in those groups anymore because it's so terrible. Oh, man alive. 22 from the Raptors on the fanboy. Oh, man. But, yeah, so I'm the guy in the group that will video chat. And, yeah, it's just a pain in the butt. Like I said, completely embarrassed about that. Geek Out with Roscoe in the chat. Fantastic. I'm just messing with you. It's your channel. Do you? I just wanted to make you or someone laugh. No, 22. I knew that if you were going to be in the chat today, you were going to call me out for sure. So, oh man. Oh no, little man blew chunks everywhere last night. Oof. We have an issue with the little man at home. Baby boy came home with lice. So that's another reason why I cut all the hair off, because the day before we found out he had lice, um, he wanted to lay down with me. And I was like, okay, he could take a little nap before Lady Prime comes home. He wound up sleeping for 11 hours straight, just about. And 4 of those hours, I was right next to him. So I said, nah, we're going to go ahead and cut my hair. I'm not going to take the chance. Pulled all the bedding off. We got it all washed and everything. But yeah. I scroll up in Instagram chats and go invisible a lot. You're talking about in the chat groups? I've done that before too, where I can't see anything in the chat. I'm having that issue today on my live stream chat, which I've never had before, so it's a little weird. Lady Prime texted me and said, do I want to know the bad news? So she needs to let me know what the bad news is. Are you going to text it to me, or are you going to put it in the chat? You must not love me, fanboy. I never get butt dials. Subscribe to Brian LCS's channel, and I guarantee you, at some point in the near future, there will be a terrible butt dial. So yeah. Oh man. And then Bookworm's trying to make me feel sad because he said that he answered him. I must have known he was lonely. So then I go and message him, and yeah, that's what I said. You wanted a butt dial in the bedroom. I don't know. Oh, okay. So Lady Prime, I will actually have I will have to go to an actual center to retest. I wasn't aware that I could only test online once. Ooh, okay. So all right, well, I'm off tomorrow. So well, that or next Friday. I'm assuming Friday is going to be the best day for us to get your test done. So Lady Prime is still she's got to retest for her to become a licensed, you know, in insurance and stuff like that, so she can do the business side of it. She's still studying for that terrible test, and she's also doing she's still doing work around the office, what she can do, but she is limited in what she can do. Every time I hear an actual call instead of a text, I get nervous. It's like getting a knock on the door. I had to pretend I'm not home. Man, I did that earlier this week on Monday. Somebody knocked, and I was like, I was half awake, so there was no way I was answering the door. I just no, and I don't know. They didn't leave anything. They didn't leave anything for me to like a message or anything. So I have no idea who it was. No one called or texted me. I was too out of it to do to be answering the door that day. Why does that appear so small? Not sure. I go back to the comments, guys. Sorry. Troy's reviews is in the chat. What's up, Troy? So good segue. So a few videos ago, months ago, I showed Motor Master off, and I got drag strip there. I recently purchased, or actually, my friend Nightwing 207 purchased, and I should have included it in the haul video that I did recently with him. I finally got. Why can I not remember his name? Is it Wild Rider? I finally got Wild Rider, and it's an okay transformer. I wish when he was in car mode he was a little tighter, and that could be that I just mistransformed him. I'm gonna have to get used to it, but there's some noticeable gaps. Not necessarily a big fan of that, but in honor of Troy's reviews jumping into the chat, I can now say that I did add another component to Menasor, and yeah, there it is. So yeah, pretty excited about that. Now I have 3 of the 5 pieces. Not real noticeable his leg. You have to get him in poses. They were trying to make him cartoon accurate. I'm not a big fan of the car hiding because he doesn't look as to be as good of a combiner as he could be. But he does. He is cartoon accurate, so that's pretty cool. It's just kind of you feel like you're wasting your money buying a piece that doesn't really get shown. You have to get him at a side angle. So yeah, I also have the other arm piece, uh, dead end. So we'll get that on here at some point. But yeah, which I kind of was like, maybe I'll do that in the stream. But pretty cool. It's an actually really really cool toy. I do like it. I am going to buy a $50 upgrade kit on it because I feel like his arms are just a tad bit too long and they kind of extend the legs. So yeah, but there you go. Troy's review, that was for you. Okay, yeah, gonna check the times. Bottom tier collector. I hate phone calls. I have to make the world stop and devote everything to it. Ooh. Did the chat just freeze up? Okay, there it is. So when Lady Prime and myself were getting together, I don't even think we were at that step. We were at the friendship step. Lady Prime loved to talk on the phone for hours and hours and hours. And because I was in pursuit, right? I gritted my teeth and I put the work in. But I understand. It's like you got so many things to do, and it's like you have to stop everything for this phone call. And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy because I think back to your teenage years where you wanted to be on the phone with your friends or with the girl all the time and stuff like that. And now we've moved into a text age where a phone call is seen as weird. Just text me. You don't need to call. And yeah, heads up, you're getting tagged in a cover challenge Sunday. Okay, fantastic. Is that from you, 22? Or is it somebody you know? Thank you, sir. Thank you. I just watched the new Transformers film trailer. It's posted as well. Okay. No opening till May. Okay, we'll just let your boss know. And well, yeah, next week starts May. So uh, let me know what's up. What kind of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Transformer is this? Okay, so this is an upgrade, an update to one of the 80s toys. It's is the Generation 1 update. So like the cartoon you used to watch back, well, I don't know how old you are, but the cartoon I used to watch back in the day, we're talking about like 86, 87, 85. This is an upgrade, an updated version of him. And so that's what he is. A beautiful Decepticon. Ah. Oh man, well, board. If you do, you got to show that off in a video, even if it's just a short. Dude, I love seeing the old toys. I still have a lot of my old toys. In my mind, I remember them being in far greater shape than when I look at them now, and I'm like, man, like they're the sun got to them. The stickers aren't even visible anymore. There's so many broken pieces on them. Like they were well loved. They were definitely well loved. So I knew you would like that, Troy. Hot take: Mighty Morphin Power Rangers now and forever is cringe. I was hoping for it to be made for the fan age range that it grew up on it. Everybody I've talked to has said it's so good, though. Even Troy said it's good. So I'm hoping to watch it this weekend. We'll see. We will see. You're married. Everything stops when you get married. Oh, you meant you did a reaction video? Okay, cool. I'll go check that out, Troy. I'm not a big fan of how the Transformers look in the movies. Like I did like the direction they were going with the way they looked in Bumblebee. I was like, oh, okay, they're starting to look like the '80s Transformers. They're starting to look like real Transformers, I feel. And seeing this movie kind of with the Beast Wars characters in it, I feel like they're going more towards how they looked with the Michael Bay movies. And I'm not the biggest fan of the Michael Bay movies or the way the Transformers look. Mr. 22 is 50. Are you calling him out? Did he even give you permission to say that? Till all are one. Yeah, I love One will stand, or one shall stand, one shall fall. I love, I do love I do love the great lines in that movie. My favorite line in Transformers the movie, the animated movie. Here you go. Favorite line is when Starscream and Megatron, all these cats. Um, when Starscream and Megatron are planning, they're gonna go to Earth and they're gonna attack the Autobot city on Earth. And Ironhide has already been shot, and he grabs Megatron's leg, and he's like, "No!" And then Megatron just looks down at him with his arm cannon, and he's like, "Such heroic nonsense!" And then blasts his head off. Like, great line, great line. So I did name one of the streams one time "Such heroic nonsense," but I do love that line from that movie. I'm the youngest 50-year-old there is. Well, that's good. Hey, Southern Comic Geek, missed you at Huntsville this past weekend. Oh, man, alive. Everybody gets to hang out. No one's in South Texas. Well, there's one of us here. Oh, nice. Those were my favorite, man. I had Snarl, the Stegosaurus, when I was a kid. I can remember going to the toy store. Now, it might have been Toys R Us. I don't remember. My grandfather got it for me, so it's a big time memory of one of my favorite memories. My grandfather, um, good man, and I had the opportunity to speak at his funeral, and so I spoke on behalf of the grandkids, and there were some similarities in the way all the grandkids grew up, and I don't mean like obviously we hung out together, but I mean our parents made certain choices that left us lacking in some areas, but our grandfather was the one that stood up there. He was the first he was our first taxi service. He always ran us back and forth, picked us up around town. He was sometimes he wasn't just a grandfather, he was a father figure for sure. And yeah, he was the first preacher we ever got to experience. So we got a lot of our moral decisions and how we go about life from him. Um, and so the fact that he got me Snarl and just a good memory. So Snarl is a Dinobot that I want to go back and get an original version of because it didn't last. It didn't last long in a 5-year-old, 6-year-old fanboy Prime's hands. Cut to a few years later when they were doing the Generation 2 toys, and my grandfather again I got the opportunity to have him buy. He offered to buy a toy for me. This is like when I'm even older. And I saw Snarl there, but I was like, I had that one as a kid. I wanted Slag. I wanted the Triceratops. So I still have that Generation 2 Slag. That is a prized position in my collection. So, the comic collector, what's up, man? Tim? Biggie Shack in the chat? Man, fantastic. Or at least was. I don't know how far behind I am in the chat. So, yeah. Neil collects. That's pretty sorry. I don't need permission to pass judgment. Michael Bay Transformers was my first impression of Transformers. The main reason I didn't get into the Transformers until finally watching the original animated movie like 2 years ago. Yeah, the first Michael Bay Transformers movie I'm about. It's like good. It does its job. It's fine. It took a while for me to get used to those Transformers, the way they look, but I'm not a fan of the. I'm just not a fan of the movies overall. I think the second one kind of really turned me off when you had the opportunity to have Devastator combine, and it just looked like that. And then there was all the jokes with the two. I think it's Mudflap and Hoist or something like that. I didn't buy it. I'm more. Oh, you're streaming me. All right, all right. Hopefully, I'm doing all right. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the Michael Bay movie. I mean, the Bayverse or the Bayformers as they call them. I just think they're ugly, ugly looking Transformers, and I wish we could get another awesome animated movie done in the style of the '80s cartoon. Like, give me that style animation. Don't give me computer animation like the Netflix series, which I saw Siege. I didn't see Earthrise, and I haven't seen Kingdom yet. I've seen bits and pieces of them. I'm gonna have to go back and try to. Check those out. No one wants to live in Texas. I'm here. I love Texas, but I don't want to live in South Texas anymore. Jeremy from the podcast lives in Texas. Okay, that's fine. He lives in Texas, but you got to understand, there's like 3 different countries here in Texas, like 4 different. Where's he at in Texas? I picked the wonderful Arkansas to live in. I've been to Arkansas once or twice, Neil. We went to a state park there, and it was pretty cool swimming in a lake with mountains in the background. It's one of the prettiest scenes I can remember from my childhood. Uh, I don't remember if it was around Little Rock or not. I can't remember. It was so long ago. People don't even pronounce Arkansas right, Neil. It's it's not Arkansas. It's Arkansas. Yeah. I had Grimlock, Sludge, and Slag. Oh, awesome, awesome. And so they've done updated versions of them. They're the studio series. They're supposed to look like the animated versions. And right now I have those 3. I have Grimlock, I have Sludge, and I have Slag. Of course, they want to rename Slag into Slug, but it's Slag to me. In Missouri, we pronounce Arkansas down south. Collectibles to astonish. I hate the Transformers movies. Reboot the franchise, dude. I'm with you, Jonathan. Like, definitely, definitely, man. Good to see you in the chat, man. I hope you're doing all right. I hope you and the family are well. Neil, always with the women. I can relate, Neil, though, being a huge Alexa Bliss fan. I get it. But the first movies was good. Megan Fox. I'm not a big Megan Fox guy. Like, man, I'm just gonna say it. Like, she looks oily and slimy and greasy. So, not not the biggest Megan Fox fan. And I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm moving the camera. It's just I'm doing everything from the phone. Like I said, Lady Prime has the laptop. Hopefully, I'll be getting that pretty soon. Like, I'll have it on Saturdays, but I mean the Hangout streams. You're probably a 6-hour drive from me, Neil Collects. Well, see, you guys got to get together, man. 3 hours one way, I'll fly in. We'll all hang out. Okay, he lives close to Tyler, so yeah, that's quite a ways away from me. Yeah. Um, man, I'm not even sure I've ever been to Tyler, Texas. Um, but yeah, Texas is crazy. I've told the story when I went to WrestleMania 26, Phoenix, Arizona. Even though I guess it's Glendale or whatever. The bulk of the drive, even though we went through 3 states. Well, we didn't go through Texas, but we left from Texas, went through New Mexico, and then went into Arizona. The bulk of the driving was in Texas, man. Just the stretch, because at the time I was living in San Antonio, the stretch from El Paso to, or from the, El Paso to San Antonio. I mean, that's a brutal, like, 10-hour drive. You're going up and down because you're hitting, I don't want to say mountain country, but you're getting close. And so, but one of the greatest, scariest moments of my life ever happened. We were driving, and there's this place in between El Paso and San Antonio. It's called Fort Stockton, Texas. And that's where you gas up if you're going from San Antonio to El Paso. You stop in Fort Stockton and you gas up. There's a few other places, but that is the spot you must stop up. It's about the midway point. Me and my cousin stopped at the Walmart. We picked up some things we needed, just some snacks and stuff like that, because we put that WrestleMania trip together last minute. Well, we knew we were going. We bought tickets the second they announced that Shawn Michaels and Undertaker were going to wrestle in a rematch, because we had seen that match at WrestleMania 25, which was in Houston. We went to see that live. We were going to see the rematch. We got tickets right away. We just put together the going to the actual doing the drive trip. We put that together last minute, and so stopped at Fort Stockton, got snacks, got what we needed, new ice chest, things like that, whatever. Forgot to gas up, and so man, we must have been like 20, 30 miles outside of El Paso when I see the the low gas, the gas thing, the gas light come up. And you got to remember, it's because you're doing the up and down, you're putting more work into your car. And, oh man. So we cut the AC, and we made it. There's a town maybe 30 miles outside of El Paso. Well, we stopped at a rest area first. I said, dude, I got to see the map, because I mean, we had a map for us, but just trying to gain some perspective. If we were not going to be able to to restart the vehicle, we wanted to be stopped at a rest area where we at least had a restroom, things like that. Found out we were pretty close to Van Horn, and we made it. But geez, Texas is something else. Boo, Megan Fox, worst April O'Neil as well. Megan was a bad spot in two movies, I think. Megan was a bad spot in two movies I think are okay. Jonah Hex and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know, I liked that Jonah Hex movie. I didn't think it was as bad as people made it out to be. I want another Jonah Hex spot up tier collector for sure, for sure. And I didn't even mind Homeboy as Jonah Hex. I thought that was a good casting choice. But I think, how do I say it? Like, give me dirty, grimy, like Western. Like, don't give me like flashy. Like, I don't want the screen to be all bright and to look like a movie made in the 2020s. Give me a movie that looks like it was made in the 70s, the 60s, the 80s. Something that will feel like it's a real Western. But yeah, I do want another Jonah Hex movie. I thought both San Antonio and El Paso were West Texas. Even that is a 10-hour drive. Yes, San Antonio is not West Texas. If you want to count it, I mean, they still kind of count San Antonio as South Texas. I would still count it as South Texas. I would not say it's Central Texas, but yeah, West Texas is El Paso, South Texas, San Antonio. I mean, if you want real South Texas, you call a border town like Brownsville or something like that. Corpus, Coastal Bend, whatever. But that's about a 10-hour drive. Manny, the Hobgoblin Collector in the chat. Fantastic. Oh, Manny, what did you post recently? Oh, your short dealing with High Evolutionary. I have that first appearance, a real beat up copy of Thor. But when I watched your short, I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot that I had that. So I'm going to go dig that out. 22 Comics, I'd take a sequel. Yeah, see, Josh Brolin was awesome in that role. I don't know. That movie was too pretty, I feel like. I apologize, guys. The StreamYard is like being a little weird today. Wellbore, I appreciate it. Gonna head out, folks. My wife is home for lunch. Have a good one. Thanks for being here, Wellbore. I appreciate it. You've been shot by Manny, the Hobgoblin Collector. What did I miss? Why is he getting shot? Look at you bragging about how you can read a map. No. I wasn't the map reader that day. Oh, see, I'm trying to hit that. There you go. I'm not trying to hit that comment. There you go. Let me say that. I'd say from Ardmore, Alabama at northern state line to Mobile, Alabama at the southern coast is maybe a 7-hour drive. Yeah. How long is it to go through? Is it I-20 through Alabama? It's not a long drive, is it? There was one time we left from maybe, I don't know if it was Monroe or it was Rayville, Louisiana, but I want to say Monroe because it's isn't it off 20? And we went through Mississippi. I think we went to Vicksburg, saw the park, and then went to Alabama and stayed a night. So I've only been to Alabama one time. I went through some tunnel. That was like they said, oh, be ready. You're going to go through a tunnel. And then, yeah. Oh, that was a poor attempt at me making an online shooter reference. Manny killing me. Derp. No, it's your host here in the live stream doing a bad job. Probably 2 to 3 hours go to Mississippi to Georgia. See, and I've never been to Georgia. I went to the furthest east bit. I've been to Florida because I went to Disney World. Yeah, for sure. It depends on who's driving, for sure. We did that trip. Oh man, it had to be 95. What is that? Almost 30 years ago now. So I'm sure your mile markers, or not your mile markers, your speed limits were different then, and just because it's a speed limit don't mean you're not traveling below that or whatever. But you do try to stay around what it is. Oh, Manny, I've seen that video twice. I haven't commented on it though, but I have seen that video, and it put a smile on my face that you also included 497, Batman 497. So, but I have seen that video, but I will put a comment on there. I posted my 5 keys videos, mostly my ashy hands and unvacuumed rug, trying to catch the express train. We'll catch the rewind. All right, Manny, appreciate you being here. Georgia is pretty much Atlanta and the East Coast. Oh, man. So you guys know about that area that I've been to. I have been to Tennessee, but I was like 1 or 2 at the time, so I do not remember that trip. My traveling experiences consist of Monroe, Louisiana, going through Shreveport, going to Monroe, Houston, San Antonio, and then 4 trips or 3 trips to Vegas. So that's about it. I'm close to Birmingham, and it takes me about 2 hours to get to Atlanta and about an hour and a half to get to Meridian, Mississippi, I believe. So how is Atlanta? Like, is it a? I mean, my experience with Atlanta is them blowing a Super Bowl to the Patriots and the Braves. Um, I mean, is it a? I don't know. What kind of city is it? Is it fun? Like, I like Dallas. I don't go to Dallas enough. I do like Dallas. I like Dallas more than I like San Antonio. Houston's fun. Houston's fun, but I think I like Dallas more than Houston. But then again, it may just be that I'm kind of familiar with Houston. The furthest west I went is Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. It's an Army base. Wow. Okay. Where are you out of, Troy? Wow, Atlanta is fun to drive through if you like putting your life in your own hands. What's wrong with it, man? I'll tell you this: Austin, Texas. You will never drive through Austin, Texas without having to get stuck in traffic for at least 30 minutes to an hour. It's just the way it is. You cannot drive through Austin, Texas without getting stuck in traffic. It's terrible. I hate it. My experiences dealing with Austin is a loop around to get to the north side when I needed to, and hanging around the south side of Austin. And if you guys are from the Austin area or have ever been, Slaughter Lane, that's about like kind of where I would consider the south side of Austin. There is there's another road. Now I can't think of it. I have done some experience. The big thing in Austin is like 6th Street. Go to 6th Street. They say Austin is one of the music capitals of the world. I've seen shows in 6th Street. I've seen shows in Austin. I never feel like it's this great music capital though. I did get to see when emo was big. I saw a pretty cool show with now I can't even think of their names. I saw Dashboard Confessional was the headliner. Further Seems Forever, I think, was one of the bands. Oh man, I can't even think of it. It was like 4 bands. It was a pretty good show. And I did get to meet Chris from Dashboard Confessional before his show. We were walking around downtown Austin, and yeah, Southeast Ohio, about 30-mile drive north of West Virginia via I-70. Okay, nice. Okay, it's cool to find out where everybody lives. I think obviously social media lets us connect in ways that we couldn't connect, years ago, the 80s and whatnot, 90s, even the early, well, I guess about the 2000s, kind of by that point you could kind of connect, but social media wasn't what it is today. And I feel like YouTube is even like taken up to another degree. It's 11. Whereas, yeah, we would run into people, or we, could cross paths with people, Facebook, MySpace, like YouTube now. You actually see someone interact and kind of see how they are. It's kind of hard to fake who you are when you're putting yourself in a live stream, because you will eventually, how you make yourself in a video is different than how you make yourself in a live stream. I go into Fast and the Furious mode. Oh, gotcha. 22 Comics, do y'all call the big I-65 Highway 20 junction malfunction junction like we do in North Alabama? See these Alabama guys. Can I get a Roll Tide War Eagle just from you guys? Just to liven the chat. I got to see Bush and Rob Zombie playing a local bar. Coolest setup I've ever seen. That's pretty cool. Who was better, Bush or Rob Zombie? Oh, okay. So y'all do call it. That's funny. So it's a statewide thing. Sweet. It could also be referred to. There it is. So y'all got War Eagle, Roll Tide, and we got the Hook'em horns, but we hadn't been hooking much lately. I'll say that. Rob Zombie killed it. That's awesome. Man. Trying to think what would have been maybe Green Day is probably the best show I've seen, but I didn't get to see it at a local bar. I'm trying to think of something on a smaller scale like that I've seen. Oh, the Toadies. That was my favorite small scale show I've seen. Toadies not necessarily one of the bigger bands. Actually, the Toadies are from, I believe, Tyler, Texas. If not, they're from around there. There's a state park called Possum Kingdom State Park, and one of their bigger hits is Possum Kingdom. So yeah. I wanted to say Saban because we were just talking about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Saban is excited about the intensity from A-Day. Raw. Oh, wow. I don't even want to read it like that. Raw Tide. Oh, man. So me and Bottom Tier were having a conversation one day and just about how, like, Roll Tide could mean so many different things. It could be like, you see a hot girl go by and the two guys look at each other, Roll Tide. Or two guys could be having a conversation about how his wife cheated on him. He's going to have to get a divorce. And the other friend just looks at him and says, Roll Tide. And the other guy says, Roll Tide. Like, like it can mean so many things. Does War Eagle translate to that? Like, you see a hot girl and you're like, War Eagle? Like, it just doesn't seem as cool. And I don't know if. And I don't know if. I don't know if that's because of Conrad Thompson on his podcast with thanks 22 and I don't know if that's because of Conrad Thompson on his podcast with Bruce Pritchard, something to wrestle with. Anytime they talk about something or like a hot girl or hot wrestler or whatever, he's like, oh, Roll Tide, and so like maybe that's where I got it. Them Barners like to say do they I think it's cool that you guys are hold on one second, that you guys get to connect through the YouTube comic community, and it's cool to have two opposite sides of that spectrum. So I just got something in the mail. Oops, one of the toys fell. I just got this in the mail right before the stream, and I was going to open it up, and I said, well, you know what? Let me open it here on the stream. I just saw it, so I want to at least share it. I'm trying to say share more instead of show off. Just because show off sounds like you're bragging, and I'm not trying to brag. It's just I like to share it with the community because it's always cool to see what everybody collects. Old Conrad, he's in Huntsville and hooks up the local can with wrestling legends. The local con, I'm sorry, the local con. Whenever I used to go to, or no, before he got hired by WWE, Bruce Pritchard was close to where my cousin lived when we go visit in Houston. So that's funny. You got Conrad close to you, and I had Bruce close to me for a while there. So yeah. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. And yeah, he's married to the not famous Flair. That is true. That is true. He is not married to the famous one. He is married to the not famous one. So this is some books I'm got by way of my friend Mags, Cheap Dollar Comics for Sale 2 on Instagram. I have done 1 or 2 haul videos from her. She went to the La Mole. They just call it La Mole 2023. It's the big convention they do down there in Mexico City. And somehow, I'm not exactly sure, someone in her family, real big, had to have owned a comic book shop at some point. And so, like, she helps them sell and stuff like that. And so she's always posted cool books. She offered me something that she had there. I think, I'm not sure how many she got. I know the foil version of Superman 203, the Mexico variant, she had only picked up 4, and so she had sold one to a Superman collector, and then she offered one to me, being a Superman collector. So I do appreciate, the kind of seller she is. She looks out for, her customers. So, in fact, I owe her for these books. She sent them out ahead of time because I told her I'll pay her on Thursday. So I've got to go I've got to go cash out her when I'm done with this video. All right, bottom tier. Have a good one. All right, no problem. New collects. Back to Megan Fox. If Lady Prime straightened her hair, did a little tanning makeup on, and some red lipstick, she would pass for Megan Fox. Wow. No, Lady Prime looks better than Megan Fox. I will say that for sure. I don't know, man. Megan Fox just does not do it for me. I'm not saying she's a bad actress or anything. I'm just saying on the look scale, it doesn't happen for me. I've never understood it. Right. Okay, that's the one I'm looking for. Okay, that's the one now. That's the big book. That's the one she owed me. All right, so I picked up. She posted on her stories. She'll show things, and I saw these 3 Superman books. I just thought they were cool looking. Older books. I just, man, comics just, man. Modern books have a certain look to them. I love these. I'll say it. She is a bad actress. Just something about older books. Like, I just love it. There's something, I don't know, man. Just something different about them. This is World's Finest number 250. This was a $1 comic back in the day. 80 pages, all new stories. So, man, this comic looks way better on the camera. The colors are popping. I mean, it's in good shape. This is out of the 3 books I got, I would say this is the one that's in the best shape. So, World's Finest 250, 80-page giant right here. So, pretty cool. I'm a big fan of just the older art, man. Even though I'm sure if we saw this nowadays on the modern books, we would say, "Oh, it's not great art. That's nothing," But like, I don't know. There's something real cool about that one. I agree. I agree. I think it's a nice cover for sure. Oops. Sorry. Let me. Yeah, she can't really act that well, but she's hot. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it is a newsstand. It is pretty cool. Thank you, sir. I think so too. That's why it was one of those things where I just see it. I was actually at work, and when I had a free moment, when I take a breath, whatever I'm doing, going through her story, and I was just like, I sent her the heart eyes, the hard eyes, the smiley face with the heart eyes, and I said, "Oh man, those are beautiful." And so she just said, "I got you," and gave me a total, and I accepted. The older books are definitely where it's at. Yeah, for sure. Maybe the stories don't hold up as strongly, but man, they're fun for sure. I don't think modern books know how to be fun anymore. I think there's various reasons for that, but if I start talking like that, I'll get myself in trouble. So we'll just remain quiet. I got another. This one is 100 pages. This is Superman 284, 100 pages for only 60 cents. Pretty cool. Superman starring in a brand new novel, but a Superboy Battle Superman book. So pretty cool. I'm gonna get the. So yeah, I'm more of a DC guy, obviously, and yeah, I think this is another cool book to have in the collection. Oh man, alive! I'm trying to be friendly to all people. And what I mean by that statement is why they don't know how to make books that are fun now. Like, yeah. And then I got Superman 209. So it's one of there could be a whole hate when I talk like that. There could be a whole subgenre of like collectors who would want to buy books that have Clark Kent and Superman on it. We have talked. So 22 has screenshots, and he's gonna get me canceled one day. But yeah, so just a cool Clark Kent Superman cover. I do like I don't know what you want to call it, tagline, whatever. Sensational. Our timid, cowardly reporter becomes the Clark Kent monster. So awesome book there. I don't know which one of these is probably in rougher shape. This one might be in rougher shape than this one, but still beautiful looking books. And then really excited to add this book to my collection. As much as I love old books, my favorite period of comics, as far as my collection goes, early 2000s, 2001 to about 2005, 6, 7. This is Batman 629. This is cover dated August 2004. This is, I believe, I could be wrong. I'm going to have to look it up. But I believe this is the one book, the one Judd Winnick book I was missing from his Batman run. This is the run when the Red Hood, returns. The Under the Mask animated movie is based on this storyline. So yeah, the one I was missing. So fantastic. I just saw that. I just saw that. Fanboy Pride 2024. Laugh out loud. Never. What would I do on Monday, Thursday? Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Man, I keep telling myself I want to make my own like community shirts. Like I want to do, I don't know if you guys watch Cat Fan Comics Man Daily Comic and Collectible, but I wanted to get a white shirt and put some iron-on letters or some markers. Bonus geek fact. He always has that. So at some point I'm going to do that. So I'm going to have to figure out 22's little slogan thing. Good morning, good people. Something like that. I'm going to make a shirt like that. Super Russ, keep it 9,000. So got to run. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you, Super Russ. Looks like Bruce stole a chicken nugget from Red Hood. It does indeed look like Bruce stole a chicken nugget. Is it a chicken nugget or a chicken McNugget? And lastly, this is the con exclusive that I picked up from her. It is Batman 612. What's good, good people? There we go. That's what it is. I say good morning, good people. So what's good, good people? So we'll try to have that shirt made. So this is the last book I picked up. This was supposedly this was this was a VIP con exclusive or something for it. It's kind of hard to tell. This has some kind of like foil. Well, I guess there we go. It picks up every now and then. So it's got a little bit of shine to it. The classic Superman dominating Batman cover from Hush. So fantastic. What's up, Doc's Cards? Good to see you, Doc. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good week. I had a rough, work messed up my schedule because I had to go in on a Saturday night, which is normally like my night off. Working overnights, like anytime you disrupt the schedule, it's rough on me. So that is why I didn't do Monday's Hangout. And then Tuesday, I was kind of thinking about doing it, but I didn't announce it, and I wasn't up to it. Every day I came home, I was exhausted and tired, so I was having trouble keeping my eyes open around this time. So yeah, the Jim Lee sketch. Yep. I think it's a beautiful book, and I mean, I don't mind. I know inside it's going to be Spanish, whatever. Well, look at that. He's choking that fool out. You don't choke someone unless they want to be dominated. And it looks like Batman wants to be dominated. But no, that is a beautiful book. I am a fan of the Jim Lee sketch covers. I do, and I've been tempted to get the was it Justice League #5? This recent Justice League, no, #7. I think it was Justice League #7 with the was it Joker on it? It's got the face picture of Joker. There's a sketch variant. I don't know if it was a 1 in 100 or whatever. I really, really wanted to get that sketch variant because I do like the sketch variants. Oh, come on. What's Batman's safe word? Come on. It's Martha. And that joke sets itself up. That's a good way to get kryptonite to the gonads. Oh, C22, you're right there. You're right there with me. 22, what did you think about Batman v Superman or Superman versus Batman? What did you think about that movie? I know like a lot of people knock that part. I didn't think that part was as terrible as everybody made it out to be. I actually enjoyed the movie. I thought that movie was very reminiscent of reading a comic book with all the quick cuts to this thing's going on. That's kind of how you read a comic book. You know, 2 or 3 panels devoted to this, then you cut to that. So many panels devoted to this. So its pacing was kind of like real quick. I didn't mind the movie. I would have had Superman win, obviously. That's my biggest complaint. And I would have made Doomsday look a little cooler. But I did not mind that movie at all. I would have had Deathstroke look a little cooler. No. Was Deathstroke in the Justice League one, or was it at the end of the Superman Batman? I can't remember now. I owned the Ultimate Edition, but I have not watched it yet. I do want to go see that. Now, that's true. I do hear everybody talk about that the Batman warehouse fight scene was probably the best Batman fight scene of all time. I like Batman versus Superman, but the Martha crap was stupid. Why'd you say that name? Yeah, so I don't know. Supposedly, Snyder had this grand vision of Martha being the humanizing factor for Superman and something, whatever. But I don't know. I don't know. I didn't think it was meme worthy. I didn't think it was that silly. But I could see why everybody dislikes it. That was a great fight scene. That's my one complaint about this rebranding of the the DC movie universe, going with Gunn. And I mean it was a mess anyways, but I really liked Ben Affleck as Batman. Like I thought he was a cool Batman. I would have loved to have seen like him in his own movie. I would have loved to seen a whole lot more of him. I thought Batfleck was a great Batman. I really thought he shined in the Justice League Snyder cut. So Snyder was trying to make it close to a religious piece. Is this like touching on the godhood of the DC universe? Ben Affleck was one of the best Batman. I agree. I'm disappointed that we won't get to see more, but we'll see. What do you guys think about the Flash trailer? I haven't seen the second one yet, but I've heard good things. I'm gonna probably watch it after this. And then someone posted that we're gonna see. I don't know if it was a joke or if it's true. Yeah, I agree. I am not big on like the Nolan movies are great movies, whatever. They're kind of in the like good mobster movies even, but I don't think Christian Bale is a good Batman. And it begins and ends with the voice, and I get why you would do that. You're gonna disguise your voice. You're not gonna have Bruce Wayne's voice as your Batman voice, but the villain, oh, swear to God, and Christian, swear to me. Like too over the top, I think. And then what was it with the voices during the Nolan movies, where like Bane, Mr. Wayne, So I'm excited about the Flash. Ezra Miller is insane, but I'm excited about it. Yes. So when I saw that first, official trailer, whatever, really won me over to the idea, because it was not a movie I was going to see because of Ezra Miller's bananas, right? I was going to use another Batman reference and call him Bat something crazy, but I don't talk like that, even though that was close to being coming out. Ezra Miller is saying whatever, but that first trailer, yeah, I want to go see that movie. So the second one, like I said, I'm probably going to watch it when I end this stream in the next few minutes. I want to check out the hype about it. Oh, something I discovered this week I did not know. I don't know if you guys are fans of the Kong versus Godzilla movies. The MonsterVerse movies, what they call it. But they did the teaser reveal for the next Godzilla versus Kong movie, Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire. And so they revealed that the new villain creature, Baby Boy, got really excited about that. And she's like, Dad, I want to see that movie. And I'm like, okay, but it doesn't come out till 2024. And just seeing the look on his face, knowing that it's going to take so long, it's funny because it took me back to when I was a kid and we knew a movie was coming out, and it just seemed like it was forever before we finally got to watch it. Cut to nowadays, like a movie, like I think about like when I went to go see the prequel trilogy. episode 2 to episode 3 was this 3-year period, and it felt like no time went in between it. And it's just, as we get older, time is just so much faster. A movie that's not going to come out till 2 or 3 years down the line, and you can remember how it was just the other day seeing that movie, and it's just crazy. So Batman Beyond with Keaton, yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be down with that. The Nolan trilogy was carried by the villains. That's why no one likes the third one, because Bale didn't carry those movies. Gotcha. I agree. I would like to see that. Kaiju movies are great. Yeah. So Ollie is a big fan of the older kaiju movies. Uh, there is this Godzilla movie that was kind of like fan made slash the guy thought he was actually making a movie for Toho. It's Godzilla versus the Wolfman. And there's clips of it on YouTube. Ollie like blows that thing up, and so then that's part of his pipe cleaners was because he couldn't find a Wolfman toy to match up with Godzilla, so he would make it with his pipe cleaners. So yeah. Well, I am going to go ahead and call it a stream. It's about 2:12. I've got about an hour before I pick up Ollie. I want to do some cleaning up. I've got to take care of some honeydews. I gotta go do some laundry, which I forgot to do earlier. I'm going to get that taken care of, and I probably will play a little bit of Elden Ring before I pick up baby boy. He has baseball practice today. I don't know about you guys, what your weathers look like, but we've had rain all week. I want to say his Monday practice was rained out. We've had crazy rain all week. Always fascinates me. I don't know if you guys have been to the grocery store when you're shopping, and I'm gonna say a grocery store because yeah, we're not the comic book store. I get why we wouldn't rush out into the rain at the comic book store, but like the grocery store, like Walmart, okay, do some shopping there at Walmart. And everybody is huddled by the exit, so afraid to like walk through the rain. It's always funny. I always feel like everybody's giving me like ugly eyes as I just power walk right through them with my grocery cart, right through the rain, getting soaking wet, because it just is weird, especially the town we live in. We have terrible water in this town, and it either smells because it's not good water, or it smells too chlorine because they've got to over clean it. And I'm like, you people will take a bath and a shower, you guys will cook with this water, but pure rainwater, you're so afraid to walk through. So I don't know, but just funny. Thank you. Walk in the rain, be a man. Are you a fan of the who is it that does those, the be a man ones? Like bottom tier always posted on his Instagram stories. Now I can't think of it, anyways, but they always crack me up. But yes, walk in the rain, be a man. One time I had regrets about walking in the rain, and it's because I got so soaked that the truck seat was still wet 2 or 3 days later. And I was worried it was gonna, you're gonna have that moisture smell, the rotten water smell. But no, it worked out fine. But yes, like I don't understand these people, and I get it. Maybe there's some old folks that maybe they're worried about they're getting cold and they're gonna get sick. Yes, Boston, be a man. Yes. Okay, so like they get a pass, but you see this dude who's like in his prime, just like afraid to walk in the water. And I'm like, get out of the way. It's just water. It's rainwater. It's a lot cleaner than the water that you bathe or take a bath in. Like I said, especially in this little town we live in. So I didn't know you were in Arizona, man. How brutal do your summers get? Because it gets pretty bad here. South Texas, like, man. But I know you're in the desert, so I guess it could be far worse. Trying to think of what else I got. Nothing. I've got to catch up on some videos. I'll probably do a haul video, but I'm trying not to promote haul videos anymore because that's easy stuff. I do want to do another. I've got the run series where I highlight a comic run in my collection, and I want to do retro reviews of certain issues. So gonna be trying to do that and add that to the channel. So we'll see what I can do there. I'm gonna try to do what some of the others have done, where you have a few videos filmed in advance, which I did at one point, and I was pretty good about keeping up with it. And then I had a bad week, and I released those videos anyways. And so now I'm playing catch up in a sense, or just film that video that day release. So 120 on the regular. Damn, that's brutal, man. Up in the mountains though, so tops out about 95, 100. Well, that's good. That's good. So I'm guessing desert wise, especially being in the mountains, you have some pretty cool nights, which there's a saving grace there. The problem with here is it's so humid, it's so dry, it's just it's back and forth. And man, I don't know. Like I said, I love living in Texas, but I may have to have a change of scenery, get some North Texas stuff going on, get closer to Dallas. Like I said, I do enjoy Dallas. Man, this South Texas stuff ain't no joke. Well, with that said, guys, I'm gonna head out. I appreciate everybody being here. Thanks for sharing your Monday hangout on a Tuesday, on Thursday with me. And yeah, don't hit that Instagram button. I don't know if you guys have that issue. I was talking about it earlier. I always hit the video chat button on the Instagram. I can't stand it. So avoid that button at all costs. But thank you guys. I appreciate it. Hope you guys are doing well once again, and continued success to you guys and your channels. And I will try to make my way to your channels. I'm a little bit behind. Like I said, this work week was terrible. It was brutal. But yeah, as always, let me have Baby Boy take you guys out. This is like Baby Boy like 4 or 5 years ago, but still one of my favorite videos. So you guys have a great day. Have a great week. And if you guys are available to hang out early Saturday morning, about an hour before breakfast with Brian, that's 7:55 Central Time, I will have my Saturday morning stretch. So we'll see you guys.
Video. Say thank you for watching. Subscribe.
Bye.
Say
Bye. See you next time.